Budgeting is an essential tool for understanding and managing your financial situation, as visual illustrations often help people grasp complex concepts more clearly. Think of budgeting as a visual depiction of the flow of money into and out of your possession. By tracking this flow, it's easier to make informed decisions regarding your finances. For instance, you can identify recurring bills or subscriptions that you may have signed up for but no longer use. To create a budget, begin by calculating your take-home income. This is your net income, the amount you receive after deductions such as retirement contributions, healthcare insurance plans, and other pre-taxed items like transportation. Gross pay refers to the total annual income that employees negotiate based on their skills and roles, and it is the amount before any deductions are made. Understanding the difference between gross pay and net income is crucial for accurate budgeting. If you are a freelancer, gig worker, contractor, or self-employed with irregular income, maintaining detailed records of your contracts and pay is imperative. This ensures that you have a clear picture of your finances, which forms the foundation of effective budgeting. The next step in creating a budget involves tracking your spending. This can be challenging for many people, but it doesn't have to be an arduous manual process. You don't need to sift through every credit card transaction or utility bill or try to remember cash payments. There are user-friendly apps available that can automate this process by tracking and categorizing your spending. Tools like Credit Karma, They Did Not Pay, or Sponsorship This Video. They can provide a better picture of your financial habits, uncovering interesting patterns or areas where adjustments may be needed. Once you have a clear understanding of your spending, you can proceed to set realistic financial goals. Setting goals is a critical step in the budgeting process. At Smart Money Tips, we emphasize the importance of establishing both short-term and long-term financial objectives to support your journey toward financial success. Start by listing your goals, distinguishing between those that can be achieved within 1 to 3 years and those requiring a longer time frame. Short-term goals might include creating an emergency fund or reducing credit card debt, while long-term goals might encompass retirement planning or saving for a child's college education. When deciding whether to focus on paying down debt, saving, or investing, the general rule is to prioritize paying off high-interest debt. This allows you to retain more money for other objectives, such as saving or investing, and reduces the burden of accumulating interest. Once you have defined your goals, you can create a detailed budget plan. This involves reviewing your current spending habits and comparing them to your ideal spending plan. Distinguish between fixed expenses, such as housing, food, clothing, and transportation, and variable expenses, such as entertainment and vacations. Start by listing your net income and then detail all your expenses below it. This exercise requires discipline, as you may need to cut back on instant gratification purchases like trendy outfits or shoes that don't align with your financial goals. The aim is to subtract your total expenses from your net income. If there is money left over, congratulations, you can use these funds to start building wealth. Allocating extra money towards savings, investments, or an emergency fund is a significant step toward financial freedom. At this stage, you have achieved a lot and are ahead of many Americans in understanding your cash flow and setting financial goals. This approach mirrors what successful companies do to establish their objectives and targets, providing a blueprint for personal financial success. Now it's time to select a budgeting method that suits your lifestyle and ensures you stay on track. 2 budgeting methods stand out for their ease of adoption and effectiveness: the envelope method and the 80-20 rule. The envelope method is designed for individuals who struggle to control their spending. Under this method, your income equals your expenses, meaning that every dollar has a specific purpose. This doesn't imply that you are broke at the end of the month. Rather, it means that you have meticulously accounted for every dollar spent or saved. To implement this method, allocate your spending money in cash form and store it in envelopes labeled for different categories, such as groceries, transportation, or entertainment. Place these envelopes in a secure location in your home and use the cash within them exclusively for the designated purpose until your next paycheck. Although it may be challenging initially, practicing this method cultivates good financial habits essential for long-term success. The 80-20 rule is suitable for everyone, from beginners to seasoned budget experts. Building on the budget plan you have already created, This method requires you to allocate 80% of your net income to expenses and debt repayment while saving the remaining 20% for financial goals. These goals can include establishing an emergency fund, contributing to tax-sheltered college programs, or making investments to grow your wealth. This method is straightforward and non-negotiable for individuals aiming to achieve financial success. By consistently following the 80-20 rule, you can maintain a balanced approach to managing your finances and steadily work toward your goals. Budgeting is more than just a financial exercise. It is a transformative journey toward financial independence and stability. By creating a clear picture of your cash flow, setting achievable goals, and selecting a budgeting method that works for you, you empower yourself to make informed decisions and take control of your financial future. Whether you choose the envelope method or the 80-20 rule, the key is to remain disciplined and committed to your objectives. With a solid budget in place, you can navigate life's uncertainties with confidence, knowing that you have a plan to support your aspirations and safeguard your financial well-being. The path to financial freedom begins with small steps, and each step you take brings you closer to achieving your dreams. Now, automate the process. By having all your fixed expenses on auto pay, most companies will give incentives such as $10 off the bill if you sign up for autopay, which adds more money into your investment bucket. Now, automate your tax shelter savings or investments also by setting up recurring transactions for every 2 weeks if you get paid bi-weekly or weekly based on your compensation schedule. Also, talk to your financial advisor to determine which securities to invest in so that the process is automated, and all you have to do is check into your investment portfolio and watch it grow as you take a few steps towards your goal. Check out our other videos to learn more about how to become financially free.